Hi everyone, what's the good word? Do you know it's been over 3 months since I made a video where I show vinyl and CD finds of all kinds that weren't Beatles related? That's a long time, but actually what's been happening is I've been cutting down. There haven't been many uh, non-Beatles related records that I've wanted, and there's been times where I passed some of them up that I thought maybe I'd get them, but I've accumulated enough now to make a video. And it's been a while since I made a proper video where I'm here on camera talking about something, so let's do it. Now, for you CD fans out there, I've only got one CD, and this is what I picked up. It's the Cars Complete Greatest Hits. I love the Cars. I really love that period, that new wave, late 70s, early 80s type music. And there are a bunch of compilations by the Cars. This particular one is on Rhino. I tell you though, while this is pretty complete as far as I'm concerned, there's one song here that's not represented. It's a song called Got a Lot on My Head, which is from the Candy-O album. I really like that album and I like that song. I wish that was on here. But other than that, I got everything that I need here from the Cars. So that's it. CDs are done. And I'm going to show the vinyl LPs that I have here. And to start with, Elephant's Memory. Now, some of you out there right away will know Elephant's Memory, the Elephant's Memory Band, is a backup band that John Lennon used. They were from New York, and John actually liked them and put them on his Sometime in New York City album. Also they played at the One to One benefit concert, the album that's come to be known as John Lennon Live in New York City. Now, of course, that's the main reason why I was interested in this album. And there are the members of Elephant's Memory over there. But also, John and Yoko actually performed some stuff on here. Some guitar playing by John, some background singing by John. And it's produced by John and Yoko. And a lot of people will say, as they always do, oh, sure, if it wasn't for the fact that John Lennon was involved in this, you would never even be interested. You're right. But the difference is, it doesn't matter how you get interested. The bottom line is if you do, one way or another. And I played this record at my store, and I found out that I really enjoyed it. This has the lyric sheets on it, and I'll explain a little bit about that. And here we have the Elephant's Memory Band, and of course there's John Lennon up there in the upper left, and Yoko down here, and they're performing with them. Now they have a kind of a not so good reputation, Elephant's Memory, but I found this to be really fun, upbeat, good driving rock and roll. I really did. It's very rare that I play an album that's not among the people that I really enjoy, and I find out that I like it. By the way, we have Apple Records here. But this was really just good rock and roll. That's the way I would describe it. And with John also involved, I could understand how that could be, where he's the producer. Of course, you can get the flavor of John's production on this album when you listen to it. But I was very happy to give it a shot at the store, and even happier that I actually wound up loving it. Okay, next up, we have a movie soundtrack album. It's the original version, because this has come out a few times on various labels, I think. This is Day of the Dead, the George Romero film, third one in the original trilogy from 1985. And this is my, I don't know what you might call it, guilty pleasure. I hate using that term because I don't feel guilty about a damn thing. But a lot of people don't care for this movie so much out of the original Night of the Living Dead series. But I actually enjoy it. And it's probably my favorite. And there's the label right there. The first side actually was kind of bizarre because it had a lot of singing on it. There's no singing in the movie. But side 2 is the one I really enjoyed. It's called The Dead Suite. It's almost 20 minutes long, 19 and change. And it actually has the music that you know from the film. So that's really the film score side 2. Side 1 is kind of ridiculous, I think. But I'm glad I picked it up. Yes, KC and the Sunshine Band. This was, I don't know if this was $1 or $3, 276 plus tax. But I like KC and the Sunshine Band, and as I always say, when this was brand new, this kind of stuff, I was like, yeah, it's kind, I'm not big on the disco craze, but now I love hearing KC. Whenever a song comes on the radio, whether it's That's the Way I Like It, Get Down Tonight, or something along those, especially Get Down Tonight, which I like a lot. Whenever something like that comes on, I really enjoy that. Okay, now, here's something you wouldn't expect here. Connie Francis, more Italian favorites, but what is this? It's a reel-to-reel. I don't have a reel-to-reel player, but there it is. Nice to have it as a collector's piece. If I ever find any interesting reel-to-reel items, I pick them up. Beatles, I've seen Beatles reel-to-reel tapes, but the problem with those are they're really super expensive. And they're gone like that if you haven't come across any. Okay, everything else that I have here to show are going to be 45s. Okay, this one is the picture sleeve for Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In. I love this song, Aquarius. I wish I could get a really good shot of that. I know the glare is there. The Fifth Dimension. The back of it. So, really nice looking. It's also not, I don't believe it's a US, that particular one. I'm just going to see, I've got the, you can tell here, I've got the 45, and you can see over there on the side. This is how you know. But, looks German. I think it's German. Holland, maybe. German, we'll say German just to make it good. Okay, now up we have here some Joan Jett and the Blackhearts 45s. And I have the same problem. I was looking at the 45s before I made the video to find out, where are these from, Some of them you can tell, and some of them you can't quite tell. Here's the song Little Liar, which was a hit like in 1989, I believe. And it doesn't really say where it's from, but of course it's got that UK small hole in the middle, so Then right after that we've got that weird title, which I believe is a Gary Glitter song originally. I Love You, Love Me Love. I Love You, Love Me Love. I think they changed it after that to just I Love You Love. I love you, love. I love you, love me, love. Anyway, no wonder it was never a hit. It's a pretty good song. They tried to push it as a single. I remember going to meet Joan Jett in 1985 at Tower Records, and I remember Kenny Laguna, the manager, saying, hey, folks, don't forget to call the radio and tell them to play I Love You, Love Me, Love. So now when you look at this, it's obviously, foreign pressing. But I looked all over and I couldn't find it. I don't think this might be the one that said Holland. No, this one does say. Sorry, this one does say made in Holland. Okay, this is Holland. So sometimes you're able to find out where the heck these come from. Sometimes not. I have two more Joan Jett, and this one is on the Areola label. So I don't know. I'm going to say this is from Germany or maybe Holland. As you can see, the song is a Make Believe and Bad Reputation. I like the way here it advertises the original Joan Jett album that came to be called Bad Reputation, but originally just called Joan Jett. As I said, the Areola label. But I'm going to say this is Holland, That's what I'm going to say. Ringo, Ringo in the hole there. Village People Ringo. Yeah, I get a lot of comments on that. How gay Ringo looks in that and everything. What do you want from me? I didn't make the stand up, right? So, by the way, I should mention all you record store owners, and this is not from my regular record store. This is a different record store. You idiots that put the stickers up there like that. I mean, look at you morons. Don't put the sticky, really heavy, sticky stickers that are hard to get off. I'm going to take a hair dryer and melt it and pull the rest of this residue off here after I get done with the video. But here's another one. Again, it's the same record as the last one. You know, so I'm thinking that this is also from Holland, okay? And this particular one doesn't do Joan Jett any favors in the looks department because it's probably the worst picture I've ever seen of her. It's You Don't Know Me. I'm sorry, You Don't Know What You've Got. I'm sorry, and Don't Abuse Me. You don't know what you've got and don't abuse me. Okay, that's just not a good picture, to say the least. Okay, here's Blondie, one of their best songs, The Hardest Part, and it's on a white label promo, is why I picked it up. Okay, the rest of these are just have 345s left. You know, I may have this one already, but again, it was so dirt cheap, I picked it up anyway. This is Paul Simon, Mother and Child Reunion, but it's a promo. So, you know, got one side is mono, I believe. And yeah, that's the mono version, and this side is the stereo version. One of my favorite songs of all time. It's kind of overplayed, but I like it anyway. Kansas, the song Dust in the Wind. It reminds me very much of my dear departed friend Mike. Special reasons why I have a relation in my mind to this song, Dust in the Wind, and the departure of my friend. So that means a lot to me. And now we get to the corny part. We have a song which was a very popular commercial, and it's the Hillside Singers doing I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing in Perfect Harmony. You know, there's a couple of versions of this. The Hillside Singers is the one that I like. That's my favorite version. That's the one that's exactly like the Coca-Cola commercial that, you know. There's another version by the Seekers or the New Seekers. That's not quite the same, I don't think. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. But if you're still tuning in, I'm just going to throw in a good word for my good friend Beetle Brad. A lot of people were wondering how Beetle Brad is doing with his health because he had, you know, very serious surgery for cancer. He is doing excellent. He's home right now, Brad is, and he's feeling terrific, and he's excited, and he's eating well, and he's up and about and everything. A few problems here and there, but nothing really from what I've been told to speak of right now. So things are going very well, and I'm very happy to hear that. Thanks everybody for watching.